wait. Before we start, wait. Cut.
Folks, I don't know what Chumba's about to tell me, but I'm pretty sure it's not.
No, cut this out. And I am taking like a subway and a bus to come back home instead of just like
You know what I'm
just
hearing?
driving.
How long are you on the bus and the subway?
Over an hour.
Okay, you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing that you can download the episodes onto your phone and watch them on the right work to work and on the right back. That's what
Sounds like you don't know what it's like to be in a public transport system.
I don't. I don't because I live in the US and our
That's
public transport system sucks.
That's your white ass talking right there.
Fuck you. Too soon. Too soon.
Too soon. Okay. Look at you drinking your
show you this
fucking.
viral thing that I did. I tried it. It actually worked.
Oh, was it the thing where you put like the tea packets inside of the Sprite?
Yes.
Oh man, is it good?
Yes, but it has so much caffeine.
I've seen the videos. It looks yummy. Not gonna lie. Like
It's actually pretty good, especially if you put some honey in it. It's really good. But
oof.
Jesus Christ, this is basically an energy drink almost.
I literally saw the TikTok the other day, and I was like, "That looks good." Not gonna lie. I would do it for like I don't know, like a party or something. But
But be warned, this shit, if you're not used to caffeine, will fuck you up. I give everyone a fair warning now. I put 5 bags though instead of 3.
dang. Are you supposed to put like lemon also like on the cup?
If you put it in a cup, yes. In the cup, you're supposed to put lemon, honey, ice, and then pour it. That's normally how you drink it. I don't feel like it today. Fuck you. I'm drinking a bottle.
Jesus Christ.
But again, I put 5 bags instead of 3. So
Well, in the same way that Superman gets his energy from the sun, that's how Eddie gets his energy. If y'all ever wanted to know.
oh man, I can outdrink any of y'all when it comes to energy drinks. You'll die before I do. I promise you that.
You can outdrink me in alcohol, so that's fine.
That's fair, alcoholic. That's fair.
I'm a high functioning alcoholic. Just so you know.
You know, a high functioning alcoholic is the only kind of alcoholic that we need here.
Hey, I come from a long family of like alcoholics, and my dad broke the chain. He's the one that like, no drinking. And I'm the one that like reborns the chain of like I'm a responsible drinker. So like, I found that I bring balance to the force. Thank you for welcoming us into your headphones. My name is Chema.
And I'm sorry to Chema's dad who tried to break the chain and your son, fucking fixed it.
No, he succeeded. And reviewing my adventures with Superman, this is the rollback. New Daily Planet intern Clark Kent helps his fellow interns Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen crack stories while protecting Metropolis as Superman and finds answers to his mysterious past. So, Max, formerly HBO Max, released teased us a long time ago with this animated series about Superman, where he was going to be it was going to be a day-to-day slice of life thing. It was going to be about him working on the planet and forming his relationship with Lois Lane, his friendship with Jimmy Olsen. And now we have 2 seasons of this show. It came out, it was coming out weekly on our Max accounts. And this is my favorite version of Superman. Maybe my favorite version. This and Smallville and like the Christopher Reeve version and like a couple of comics. This to me better represents the Man of Steel better than literally anything else has. And I'm very excited to talk about it. Are we just going to do season 2 or we're going to talk about this whole show? Because I don't think we did a review for season 1.
I think season 2 for now.
Okay.
I would love to do like a really long like recap of the whole thing and all the changes because folks, I know Chema hasn't asked me yet, but for my thoughts real quick.
Yeah.
Let me be very clear right from the beginning. If you have any preconceived notions of the comic book versions versus this, let that shit go. When you can let that go, you can enjoy a great fucking show. But you need to let it go but it's not like the animated series from when I was a kid. Let it go and you can enjoy a great fucking show.
Literally, like this is another version of Superman. It's not supposed to be the definitive version. It's supposed to be another version. It's supposed to be a fun one, more lighthearted one. And weirdly enough, I don't know if this would be more for kids. I do think it's gonna be somewhere in the middle. Like I'm a grown ass man, and I was fucking delighted by this show. I was having a blast. I was having so much fun. I love the new character designs. I love the voice work. I love the animation style. I love the chemistry between the characters. There's just so much going on, and this second season takes the first season and just ups it. So I am really excited to talk about this. I am not nostalgic for the New Adventures of Superman, which was the original animated TV show that we grew up watching. Like I was more of a Batman the Animated Series and Justice League guy. So like to me, Superman was just the guy that showed up in Justice League and on Batman animated series every once in a while.
Mhm.
Um, and of course, I grew up with the Christopher Reeve version. I grew up with I watched um, Superman Returns. I watched Man of Steel. Like I've seen the versions. This is my version. Like to me, this is the one that like encapsulates my favorite things about Superman and puts it in here. This and I think Smallville are like my two favorite Superman things that have ever been made.
Mhm.
So very excited about this one. What are your thoughts on the second season of My Adventures with Superman?
I put it in the video review that I did. A brave new vision. Like, and I say brave because I guarantee you they knew going into it all the changes they were going to piss off some of the fanboys. And again, gentlemen, like let go, drop your pitchforks, watch it with a free mind, and I promise you, you will love it. Um, is it the definitive version of Superman? No,
No.
I don't know if we've even ever had that. It's like saying the definitive version of Batman. Do we have one? I'll argue with you.
Uh,
Any answer that you give, I can give an argument to the other like eight.
the Batman.
But okay. If there's only been one movie, and I would say Batman the Animated Series like have more fleshed out tones for for the villains themselves and have more long form storytelling. And the
Yeah,
people,
we've only had one. We only had one. But no, I mean
like I'll
with
fight you on any of them, and you know I love the Batman.
uh uh
But I don't mind that. I don't mind that we've never had a definitive version of Batman. And more importantly, I don't mind that we have a brave new version of Superman and his Rogues Gallery and Supergirl, which I would argue this is a season of two halves. The first half is really good, but there's a lot of setup. Whereas at the halfway mark, shit hits the fan and it never stops spitting. Um, well, let me ask you this, because I did see some people dogging the season on this. The first half of the season feels a little slow. It's the part from them getting to the Kryptonian ship in the Arctic all the way to right before Kara is revealed. How did you feel about this? I'm sorry, not
I
Kara, Android 18, right before Android 18 is revealed.
so my big thing with the second season is I like how it stepped up the drama from the first one.
Mhm.
Like like a good chunk of the first season is just it's Clark and Lois trying to figure out their relationship. And we see them in a way that like I'll say it, it's very cute. Very, very cute. Like they have a great chemistry and it's very anime. Like it's very anime. Like the whole show is very anime. But there were a lot of chunks of the first season where I thought like, okay, that's too much. Like the whole multiverse thing, like that's a whole episode dedicated to like multiverse Lois. And I went like, we've had enough multiverses. We don't need this shit here.
Yeah.
But I like everything else. And on this season, I like that the last season ended with them getting together. Okay, like she knows his secret. They're all aware. Everything is fine. Jimmy's a billionaire. And then like the second season starts and like troubles arise. Lois kept some things hidden. Like she saw things that like, hey, maybe Superman is not great on every universe. So she has like that concealed, like worried notion in her mind. Clark has this thing where like he receives this vision from his real father, well, from like his Kryptonian father,
Yeah.
who finally he's able to crack and understand and tells him like, there's your cousin, there's this whole conspiracy, like this is all happening. He's figuring more about himself, and because of his human life, he cannot balance everything out. We're having like a very Spider-Man situation where he cannot balance his work, his romantic life, his superhero life, and his family life all at the same time. He's having to juggle it, and because of that, he's not reaching everything correctly. Like every time he has a second with Lois, they get interrupted. And it's not because Lois is out there just waiting for him. She's out there. She's doing her job. She gets this offer to move to Gotham to work for another newspaper. And she's very much considering taking it because she loves her career over almost everything. This is good adult drama. Like this is the kind of thing that's what I was saying at the beginning that like I don't know if kids are gonna get a kick out of this because like I get how hard this all is, but do they? Maybe it's good that they are getting like a frank understanding that hey, managing all this, you can have superpowers and it's still hard.
Yeah.
And we usually see this kind of stories in like a Spider-Man story. I am happy seeing this on a Superman story. I do not care that much about the Rogues Gallery in this show. Like I didn't care about Waller or Luthor or anyone in the last season. Like I thought like okay, they're there. Like I care more about the interpersonal drama, and I like that they stepped it up for this season. So that's my big thing. Like I enjoy that they stepped that up. That whole first half is that, and the second half when they introduce Kara. We'll talk about Kara when we talk about Kara. But I like how this whole season felt like the drama, the human drama was as impactful as like the superpower drama.
I'm inclined to agree with you. I will say this though, I think kids will like it because although they do talk about a lot of adult topics, it's like Spy Family, right?
Yeah.
They're dealing with a lot of adult shit, but people still enjoy it because of the fun storytelling. The cheese man, the fun, the tea is fun, but also
Yeah. And the
like
poop jokes.
like the action. Like I'm sorry, the Rogues Gallery do matter.
Yeah.
Even though you know they're redesigns and very unique takes on the characters. For example, like Metallo is not one dude whose brother Superman accidentally let die. It's an entire fleet of robots. You know, and anyone who's familiar with the comics is like, he can barely hold up one. How the fuck is he gonna fight like an army of them? We have the new version of Steel, right? Um, we have the drama. I love maybe this show's greatest triumph is not only like the new showing of Kara and like this new take, which again we will dive into. This show's greatest triumph might actually be making people give a shit about Jimmy Olsen. Because who in the flying fuck on this green rock that we call Earth ever thought that we would give two squirts of piss about Jimmy Olsen and his little adventures? But my God, this show fucking found a way. And you know how it did? It made Jimmy a really likable guy, but also this little son of a bitch gave Lex Luthor the push that he needed. God damn it, Jimmy. You are our greatest treasure and our worst enemy. You are literally the walking, talking embodiment of a monkey's paw.
I really like how he one has a lot of charisma. It's a really great version of Jimmy Olsen. They really like made him so likable. But I like how he has like moments that border on seriousness that make you go like, oh my God, he's such a good guy. Like I love the moment in the first season when Clark goes like, Jimmy, I have to tell you I am Superman. And he goes like, of course I know you're Superman. I've been your roommate for like 8 fucking years. Like you think I wouldn't notice? You think I wouldn't notice that you get a new alarm clock every day, Clark? Like you think like and then there's this ongoing running gag on the second season where like at the end of the first one he becomes a millionaire.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we have this like counting like
Counting down
physical
the money.
yeah, counting down the money. And there's a moment where like he's about to run out and he knows that if he uses that he can save Clark, and he doesn't doubt it. He goes like here, and it goes to zero, and he doesn't think about it. He just goes like, of course I would do it for him. Like there's no doubt. And I like that they don't focus on that too much. They just go like, well, of course he would. Like it's just it makes so much sense. So I like that. I like his relationship with Lois also. And in this one, I like his relationship with Kara. Like we've seen this kind of stuff before where like, very nice human person meets an alien and they start treating them like, human, and she goes through the motions and everything. And but it still works in this. Like it's a trope that really works every single time because they made this Kara like I guess we talk about Jimmy. Let's talk about Kara.
Let's jump
But
into let's get into the
this Kara Sorel. How do I say this? I mean,
might be the best Kara.
This is the best car. Like I love this version of car. Like I like how she arrives to Earth almost like a lost puppy. I like that the kindness of humans is what makes her move forward, and that comes from Jimmy. I like her design. She looks like the character from she looks like that design from the movie Promare, like Leo from Promare, which Studio Trigger, after they made that movie, every single character of them has looked like that.
Mhm.
So I do think it's very much an anime reference. So yeah, she looks like Leo from Promare, and but she's kind of like Starfire, where like she doesn't know the idioms, she doesn't know the language, so
Yeah.
she's kind of just going on vibes. And she's voiced by Kiana Madeira, who was the main character in the Fear Street trilogy.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that was her. She does a good job, and I like that we see her as Kara, as the Kryptonian warrior, and then as Supergirl. And so we see all these facets. We see her go through like this whole like emotional damage thing where like she thinks she's doing the right thing, then she's not, and then she turns. And I like that we go through the motions with her. She's gonna be a great addition to season 3. I can't wait to see them all interact as a group.
Yeah. I appreciate the fact that this it's falling into not a bad thing, but like they're growing the cast steadily. But I don't hate it. I don't hate the fact that they're growing the cast and it's slowly getting bigger and bigger. I love if we're gonna dive into Kara real quick, like
Yeah.
I love one this new take. Like this is a legitimate new take on the character, making her like a warrior that was brainwashed by Brainiac, who was fed propaganda. This poor soul who couldn't bring herself to destroy a world, so he brainwashed her into doing it. You know, he would take over her mind. Um, Dark as fuck. She is the victim of abuse, but she is not a victim. I don't know if that makes sense, right? Like she won't let herself be a victim. Fuck you. If you think you're gonna manipulate me like this, I will fight back. Which I love that. I enjoy that. I really do think that was a great take on the character. I can't wait to see how this influences not just the comics, but James Gunn as a whole, because DC has a habit of test running basic bare bones ideas in their animations to see how audiences would react to it. Right? Different things like adding Cyborg to the Justice League, different things like trying to think the two-part Dark Side invasion, things like that. Justice League Dark, right? They ran the John Constantine special, and then they saw, okay, would people want a film based on this? They have that habit. So I am so curious to see what elements they're going to take from this show and utilize them, not necessarily in Superman, but maybe in Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Mhm. Who
Um,
was playing Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow?
I don't think it's been cast.
Are you sure?
I think they have like they have a short list, but I don't believe it's been cast, not as far as I'm aware of. Um, but yeah, these different elements, I really enjoyed that. I love the fact that Kara is able to flip, right? We don't have the issue where she sticks her head in the sand and is like, no, it's like XYZ, it's like this, it's like this. Kara changes. And that's a good thing. That's what you're supposed to do, right? When you get new information, you're supposed to change your outlooks. And it just to me it works. It works perfectly. Um Damn, I really like this new take. I also like the new take on Brainiac. You know, the fact that he destroyed Krypton is not new, but the fact that he's using Kara as a weapon, that's smart. Um, Actually, now if I remember correctly, it's very reminiscent of was Injustice 2, did they use Kara as a weapon? I know,
They did, yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay, there you go. Testing ideas to see if they work and then utilizing them from there.
Yeah.
Um,
You know what I also like? I liked her costume, like the Supergirl costume.
I
It's
like both.
so different from what we're used to seeing as this feels like armor. It feels like body armor.
Versus
Like
the
I
white shirt and sport and skirt, right?
Yeah, there's no skirt. There's no, which I don't hate the skirt. I think there's a way to like to modernize it and make it look cool. I think the CW show did a pretty good suit.
That's
Uh,
right. I forgot the CW had Supergirl. I forgot about that.
yeah, I thought that was a good suit and everything. But I like this one. I like that the cape is more like a scarf.
Yeah.
Like it goes around and then it goes to the back, and I like how it's a full bodied suit and it's got like the big like shoulder
Shoulder pads.
pads. It's just a cool suit. Like it also it looks really comfy in a weird way. I feel like it's also a Superman suit in this. I feel like it's really dynamic, heroic, and modern. But this one, I feel like it's a more different one. It looks really cool. It looks a little too similar to Clark's suit, but I think in a good way. I think there's enough like differences in there to make it look cool. I like the blue accents, and I like the yellow in the middle, and I like I do like the boots and everything. It's gonna be different because it doesn't have like the shorts that Clark's has, but
Yeah.
maybe they'll add it after she spent enough time with the Kents. So
Fair.
we'll see. Also, yes, she was cast.
She has been cast by who? As who?
Millie Alcock. She's in the Game of Thrones prequel show.
Let me see.
Yeah, her name
Wait,
is
the prequel
Millie.
show? They have a show?
The prequel show. Yeah, the House of the Dragon. Yeah,
I heard Hunger Games. I'm sorry. Okay, so Game of Thrones.
yeah. Yeah, Millie Alcock. She's playing. She's gonna show up in James Gunn's Superman, and then she's gonna have her own movie.
You know, I'm not sure if I agree with that. I really did like the Supergirl from The Flash. That was not fair.
Which the one from the CW?
Yeah. I mean, no,
Oh,
no, Supergirl from the Flash film.
oh, the Flash film. Oh yeah, yeah, she was good. Um, yeah. Sasha Kali. Yeah.
That poor, no, that sucks. Anyway, fuck, they should have kept her. I understand, but also it was kind of nice to have like
Like
a
a
different,
Latino Supergirl.
yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah, we had Blue Beetle. We got still got Blue Beetle. It's
Yeah, we
kinda
still
nice
got
to
Blue
have
Beetle.
like a potential power girl that could lead the cat and get on a tangent.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I really like this take on the character. I like this take on the whole story. I like the idea of Amanda Waller because it makes perfect fucking sense. And again, don't be surprised if Waller pulls this shit in the new DCU where she uses the fear mongering to take power, where she teams up with Lex Luthor to build an army and try to take over the planet. Like it completely fits when they suspend rights, and martial laws in effect in Metropolis. That completely is in line with her character. Amanda Waller is the one person you don't want to have a grudge against because she's like Batman, except she will kill you and she will
Yeah.
utilize every trick in the book, every pain piece that you've got.
Yeah.
I like
I,
that take on her.
I kind of love that after oh god, what was her name? Who plays her like in the live action?
Uh, Viola Davis.
Yeah, after Viola Davis got cast as her in Suicide Squad, it was like when you saw like J.K. Simmons play J. Jonah Jameson. Like it's like okay, no one else can play this character. Like they found her. Like what?
Is she voicing her in the
No,
show?
no, 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 no. It's someone else. But like they're keeping her for the James Gunn like DC universe. So
Oh, yeah,
like
it's perfect.
it makes complete sense. Like, you know what? Fuck it. Like that's not gonna change. Like in every universe, that's her. Because they found like an actual person that fits just that perfect bitchy character in a great way. And now every time I see like Amanda Waller or anything, I just think like I think of Viola Davis. So
She's
uh
perfect in the role.
she's absolutely perfect. And I like her presence in this show. I like how she really uses like stake and power. Like I like how every time that she would go visit like Lois's dad, she'll be like, "Look, I brought you coffee, like the way that you like," and like that's how she like plays it. And then when she meets Lex Luthor, she goes like, "How do you like your coffee?" And it's like it's a good callback. It's a good thing. It's a good way to know that like in every universe, that's how she rolls.
Yeah, no, she's a person that pulls the strings. I do also so there's a very anime trope in this show that I noticed. I rewatched Fullmetal Alchemist recently during the summer.
Nice, nice.
Uh,
The original one or the Brotherhood?
no, Brotherhood. Brotherhood is the best anime ever made. I'll fist fight anyone that thinks otherwise. I'm including Brock Lesnar in that statement. I will fist fight him.
It's in the conversation.
I'll lose, but still. Um,
Wait, what did Brock Lesnar said that was the best anime?
no, he didn't. But I'm saying like I would even fist fight Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay.
Brock, I'm lying. Please don't find me. You will kill me.
Brock is a Legend of Zelda fan, so
Is
that's
he?
I think so. Yeah,
Brock Lesnar?
I think so. Yeah.
What makes you say that?
I think they asked him, and he said like, "Yeah, that's." I think it was him, or it was another wrestler. I don't remember.
No, there's a lot of wrestlers that are nerds, and they'll fucking tell you. But Brock Lesnar is Legend of Zelda. Let's see. Does Brockleberry Lesnar play video games? Question mark. Folks, we're getting you this answer live.
He was in Twilight Princess, in The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Bullshit.
Yeah, let me send you a picture. Here you go. I send it here on the chat of the call. It's
Bull.
loading. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. Get there. There you go.
Okay, wait. It's.
Just check the picture I sent you.
Wait, is he
Yeah.
actually is he actually the inspiration for that character?
No.
I would fucking believe it. That's a very angry character.
Yeah, I mean, if you get to that section, depending on the song that you play on your ocarina, he either pulls out a boombox or dances with a sombrero.
Okay. So
Anyway.
anime trope. So I noticed something in Fullmetal Alchemist where it's so weird to me towards the middle and the end of the show. The part where Mr. Lion, Mr. Snake, no, is it Mr. Lion and Mr. Ox, where they all become friends, right? Like they all decide to back up, they all work brothers.
Yeah.
Like, really? That simple, that fast? You're just gonna flip? Even Greed is like, yeah, sure, okay, I'll go with you. It weirds me out when enemies become friends like that. You were trying to murder me like a week ago. I
Yeah.
hold grudges. So the fact that like by the end of the show, Earth's forces kind of unite to back Superman and Kara against Brainiac blows my fucking mind. But it's not common, but it was done in a very anime way. Because like even in the Justice League show, when the villains and heroes team up at the season in the series finale, um, the villains are very clearly like, "Fuck you!" Like we're doing this for now. The second this threat's over, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
In the show, no, it's like, "No, we're good guys now. It's fine."
Yeah. There are moments where it works. Like, for example, I just saw the new trailer for the Sonic 3 movie,
Mhm.
and like that happens in the trailer.
Mhm.
And I'm pumped, like not gonna lie. Like it's a trope that seldom works, but it's just working there. It's working here, and it worked in Full Metal Alchemist. So why not? You know?
Well, but like there, it's the third movie. It makes sense. Like the only way they can keep up in the stakes is if they make the. It's like in the third film, if Green Goblin and Superman were to team up, Green Goblin and Spider-Man were to team up against Venom. It's like
Yeah.
that's how desperate we are that we need to work together because
He
we're
kind of
both.
did. He kind of did in the third one. Like,
I mean, it wasn't
I
the real Green
mean,
Goblin.
New Goblin, but
It was shit Goblin. It was Franco Goblin. It was not my Green Goblin. All right. When they did No Way Home, they didn't bring back James Franco. No, no,
yeah,
no.
'cause nobody wants to see James Franco.
Oh, that's a whole other fucking bed of nails.
Yeah,
But no, I like that. You can definitely see the anime influences in the show, but
definitely.
animation is crisp. You can tell they upped the budget for the season two.
Yeah.
The writing was great. They set up a lot of things for season three. I'm really curious how Lex is gonna lose his hair if he is.
They're gonna. Did you see that they're gonna introduce Superboy season 3?
As in like Superman's son or like the clone?
I think it's a clone. They didn't explain it. They just showed concept art at Comic-Con.
Then it's probably a clone, and that's gonna get interesting. Is it like when you say Superboy, do you mean like a kid or do you mean like a teenager that can challenge Clark in a fight?
He's like a teenage. He looks like a teenager. The design is cool. He has like the Superman suit. He has like an uppercut, and he has like a jean jacket on top of the suit.
Oh
Kinda
yeah,
cool.
he's the clone. He's the clone.
Yeah. It's cool. They only show like a couple of concept art. They used that, and they did like a picture where it's like the four main characters like walking on the street.
My adventures.
Just Google My Adventures Superman season 3, and you'll get the picture. Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. I
Yeah.
definitely see it.
I'm not familiar with Superboy, so I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be like a Wally West character, or Exactly. I don't think I'm familiar with the storyline, but I don't need to know. That's the best part because they're gonna do whatever they want in the show. So that's
I
really all we need.
look. There's one thing from his character I really hope that they keep. He is the most memed '90s character ever. Like he uses '90s
Oh God, that's great.
even in modern day. Like when it is like, "Hey man, what's poppin'?" It's like it's the year 2015. No one says that anymore. Like he uses old slang. So I'm really
Oh
hoping they
God,
keep that part. If they do,
because like
perfect.
Cause like I've been watching there's a new part of the that 90s show that came
Mhm.
out.
Hey, yeah.
Uh
You want to review that
yeah.
next week?
I haven't finished it. I do want to, but I'm
Yeah,
watching it casually just for fun. But I got to the part where like Kitty starts working at this new place and it's like everyone's teaching me the new slang and she starts talking like 90s and it's like, "Oh my God, it's cute."
yeah.
Oh God, that show is becoming like quite comforting to me. Like, I am really liking seeing just Red and Kitty in the 90s. Like, I'm wishy-washy on the kids. I love them as like just being there, like like the grandparents.
Trust me. Are you in season one or season two or season? Well, it's two
I'm in
seasons.
season 2, part 3. I'm starting part 3. Yeah.
Okay, trust me. Keep watching. It only gets better. It's a good show, and it only gets funnier. Have you seen the part with the shower head yet?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, enjoy that. That's
I
gonna.
got to the part where like Jay and Silent Bob was just crash into the building.
Yeah.
That was so fucking funny. Uh,
Oh, it only gets
and
worse.
then
It only gets
and
better.
he's Leo's son. That's wonderful. Like that's so funny.
I feel like they're finding their groove. Season two is
Yeah.
definitely better than season one. They're finding their groove.
Yeah, and like I like the kids. It's just, they're so much different than, 70s that 70s show. And like it's supposed to. It's just hard to find a comfort show. I feel like they all get canceled in some way. So kind of hoping this one stays. Also because that 70s show is not available to stream anywhere, but you can stream that 90s show for some reason.
Why can't you stream that '70s show? That's weird.
It's not available on any like streaming platform. It used to be on Netflix and then they took it out, but they left that 70s show. It's weird. Uh
I wonder why.
That's weird. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, it's
we'll get
probably
it
a rights
back one day.
dispute or something.
Probably. But yeah. No, back to my adventure with Superman. I like how they did the villains. I am not, it's not on the top of my head, like concern of how they're doing Lex, how they're doing like how he's gonna go bald. Like, I mean, I'm sure we'll get to that when we get to that. I'm more excited to see how the relationship between these four moves forward into the next season. I'm excited to see Kara integrated into this. I'm excited to see how they're going to integrate Superboy into this. And I hope it doesn't take that long, even though I do want them to take their time. But yeah, super enjoyed this. Had a super fun time with it. It's not a movie, but it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be just a fun show. You know how I like mentally prepared for the show?
Oh,
A new episode would come out every week, and I wouldn't wait, and I would wait until Saturday morning. I would wake up on Saturday, I would do a big stretch, I would put it on TV and watch it from my bed, just so I could get like the full feel of like Saturday morning watching cartoons, man. I did the same thing with X-Men 97, and it works. Really, really works.
I might have to try that sometime. Fair enough. All right, fair.
I mean, it's not the same, obviously. Like I traded my bowl of cereal for a cup of coffee, but other than that, it's pretty much the same.
Get a bowl of cereal. We'll get some Fruit Loops. Goddamn.
I haven't had a bowl of cereal in like 7 or 8 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, you do not have to listen to Chema anymore. His opinion is now void on this show.
It's not because I don't
I said
want
your
to.
opinion is void. Opinion is
I haven't. I haven't. It's just I haven't.
void.
No, wait, that's a lie. I was in Mexico City and I could have free breakfast at the hotel and I did have a bowl of cereal there. But it was like
All right, he's reinstated.
cup, basically.
He is reinstated.
It was like raisin bran, but without the raisins. I know.
And you call me old. Fuck you. Raisin.
I mean,
It's either Frosted Flakes or nothing.
oh yeah, you call them frosted flakes.
What do you guys call them?
Sucaritas.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's it called?
You wanna go back and forth? What do you call? Oh, well, you call them Fruit Loops, right?
Yeah. What do you call them?
Fruity Loopies.
Fruity Loopy. Shit, that name is actually better.
It's the same. It's just I don't know.
It's
I know Corn Pops is the same. Corn Pops, Lucky Charms, they're all the same.
Yeah, it's fair. Okay. Rice Krispies?
Rice Krispies depends on the flavor.
Vanilla.
I don't think we have vanilla. I think we only have the chocolate one.
What's his in chocolate?
Choco Krispies.
Boo.
Eh,
Wait, back to my adventures with Superman.
yeah.
I would
I
say,
could go off cereal for like a good couple of hours. That's
look, when I open my cereal bar, you can be the mascot.
sure.
Uh,
If I've been described as looking like something, it's a cereal mascot.
it would be, well, you'd have to hold like a really big spoon. That's part of the logo.
I would be
Upper Jack, but instead of holding the
unstoppable.
axe like this, you're holding a big spoon.
I would be unstoppable. Anyway, what else do you want to talk about
Uh,
here?
no, just heaps of praise. Great show. I would recommend to people. It's something you can knock out in the afternoon if you'd like. Good comfort show. Not a really stressful show, and I appreciate that. Understandable conflicts. Nikki was watching it, and even she was like, "They just need to talk, and they'll be fine."
Yeah, but when? It's about when.
Fair.
When do their schedules coincide? This is why couples should have like pre-established date nights. Like this is,
I
yeah,
agree. I agree. For us, it's
yeah.
Saturday.
This is why whenever I go visit Jess, I send her like Google Calendar alerts. And we're like, we're doing this day, we're doing this that day, we're doing this. We pre-established that. That's how we make it work.
Fucking fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved My Adventures with Superman season 2. Cannot wait for season 3. I don't know how to score shows. I think it's way different than scoring a movie, but it's super fun. It's available to stream and it's so easy to watch. Yeah, super enjoyed it.
Here, I think shows are a little more difficult to rate, so I'll just do this. Thumbs up. We'll do
Yeah.
thumbs up,
Thumbs up.
medium, or down. Thumbs up.
I go up. Yeah. Definitely thumbs up. Yeah, it's if you love
Okay,
Superman,
thumbs up.
if you love Superman, this is a great new way. And like we haven't had an animated animated Superman since the Superman animated series. Like we've had a ton of Batman ones. We haven't had a Superman one besides
I agree.
this. Yeah. So if you want a new version of Superman, if maybe you're not, if maybe the Snyder movies are not for you, maybe the CW is not for you, maybe it's this. And if you're an anime fan and you want to go into Superman, this is also a good introduction. If you don't know anything about Superman, I don't know if this is the best version to start with, but it's definitely a fun one. It's definitely one if you know the elements, they really work because they're all here. Clark's here, Lois is here, Jim is here, Kara is here. Ma and Pa Kent are here, which are as adorable as they always should be. I forgot to talk about this, but I adore the scene where like Kara wakes up in Kansas and immediately the Kents welcome her with open arms and are like, Kara, we're so happy to see you. We baked you a pie. We made you some soup. Like immediately, they're like, we don't know you, but you're family with my son. You're my family. Like immediately, it's like,
Yeah.
Every day that I think about Superman more, my favorite element from his story tends to always be his parent, like his foster parents.
Mhm.
And I don't know, like I've been rewatching Smallville,
Mhm.
like on and off, and just every time that he's with Ma and Pa Kent, like it's perfect. Like it's perfect storytelling.
Mhm.
And I think if they nail that in the James Gunn movie, we're not gonna have anything to worry about.
I'm confident he will. I'm gonna assume Mom and Pa Kent are still alive. Maybe
Yeah,
they're counseling their son, trying to tell him just do right. That's all you need to do, and
yeah,
everything will work out.
yeah. James Gunn, much like me, is addicted to Twitter, and so he gets a lot of questions, and he tends to answer them. And someone asked him, like, "Are you gonna kill off Pa Kent?" And he just went like, "I wouldn't cast the guy I cast as Pa Kent if I was not gonna have him for like a ton of movies." So
Perfect. Okay, there you go. I
perfect
don't
answer.
mind that. I like
Yeah,
Pa Kent being alive. I get why they kill him sometimes,
Yeah.
You can live. Come on, guys.
I prefer that they are there. You know, like for this one, I love that they're there. I love that they welcome her back, and I like how that he can go back to them every once in a while when he just needs like some peace and quiet or some time for himself. I like that they are his rock. They're my favorite element out of all of his storylines, and that's hard to that's hard praise because in this one it's mostly being sold on like, oh my god, look at Clark and Lois, they're so cute together. Like, which we haven't talked about in this review, but like it goes without saying. This is the cutest version of them. Like they really are just a couple of dumb anime characters that fell for each other. And love seeing that because romance animes tend to end when they get together. So I kind of like seeing their relationship moving forward. Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree.
Yeah. Like a couple of years ago, there was an anime called Horimiya that came out, and like the couple gets together in like the third episode, and we were all like, yes, like fucking finally, like we get to see them in a relationship, not just the getting together. Great. Fucking great show. If you haven't seen Horimiya, top tier romance anime right there.
You heard it from Chema's voice.
Yeah.
Chema, all right, tell the folks what are we reviewing next week.
What are we reviewing next week? Indeed. What are we reviewing next week? Beetlejuice. I believe that might be the one.
That's coming out this Friday?
This Friday.
Fuck it. Folks, next week tune in while we review is Beetlejuice Squared.
You haven't seen Beetlejuice 1, right?
I'll watch it. I'll watch it this weekend before I watch part 2.
I believe it's on Max as well. Since it belongs to Warner Brothers.
It is. No, that I have seen it. I just need to
I rewatched it also like a few months ago. Really holds up. The practical effects really, really hold up. I think it might be in my top 3 favorite of Burton, and I haven't liked anything that Burton has done since Alice in Wonderland. But I'm hearing a lot of good buzz about Beetlejuice. I'm hearing that it's a return to form for Burton. I'm hearing the practical effects are great, and there's a critic that I really, really admire who said Keaton is better in this one than in the first one, and that's hard praise. Because Keaton is on fucking fire on the first one. This is how good Keaton is in the first one. He doesn't show up until halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
And his first scene is like
he steals the whole.
I can quote it like back and forth. I love it so much. It's so funny and so good. And yeah, cannot wait to see how that goes. I'm not super excited for it, but I will see it. I am open to liking it, you know.
I'll watch it and I'll let you know if I'll watch the first one and then the second one and I'll see if they work, especially in double feature.
Sure. Sounds good. All right. Anything else you want to add about My Adventures with Superman?
No, you can always check out our video review, but no, I think we're good right now. Just be sure to maybe check out our new second channel. Just has 2 videos up, slowly gonna grow. Wrestling with Comics.
Wrestling with Comics. Hell yeah.
And I will be including a link to the new channel in the description. Please and thank you.
Sounds good. Be sure to check that out. Thank you so much for joining us. My name was Chema.
I've been Eddie.
And this was the Rollback. Signing off with a reminder. Te voy a agarrar como un balero, hija de tu puta madre. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.